asked myself an interesting question. Um, I like making other people happy, and it makes me happy, but why? Why does making other people happy make me happy? I think the reasoning why, the reason why, is maybe they can extend that moment of happiness because I'm not happy. Maybe that kind of fuels my happiness a bit because it makes me feel better about myself. It, I guess, builds character, I feel. But, I'm not happy in the fact that I failed in my career aspirations. I failed in my relationships. I failed, at least I feel, in every aspect of my life. Because even growing up, I felt like I was always a failure. It doesn't matter what I did or what I would do, I would always feel that way. But making others happy made me feel like I had accomplished something, and that I didn't feel like such a failure. So, there's that. I didn't get too much sleep last night. I'm having trouble sleeping lately. Just, I can sleep for a few hours and wake up and be fine. But I know my body's probably not fine. I myself, a thing that's in here, like, operates normally. At least even on a few hours of sleep. So I don't know if I'm just one of those people or if I literally am having what you call kind of a manic episode. Because, this does occur periodically. But also my sleep schedule is fucked because I have to wake up early Monday through Thursday for these tutoring courses, which is fine. And I do need to figure out a way to improve myself in that regard. Tutoring, that is. But also need to change my sleep schedule. The other days where I work at this smoothie place is arbitrary, so in terms of wake up time, it could vary. It could vary from 8:30 to 10:30 to as late as 2:30. But I know I'm limiting myself if I tell them that I'm only available during those windows. And, I could use the money so I can at least continue to spend for my own sanity. At least until I feel like I am better and I'd accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. It would definitely get a lot better when I have a car and I don't have to Uber everywhere. So I need to figure out what it would take to put another car on my mom's insurance plan and pay that. Another thing I keep thinking about, maybe I have attachment issues. Because when it came to, I guess, my previous relationship, and even my previous, there was one relationship I had before my ex, and that one I actually did not really like. I won't talk about it, but I'll just state I got attached pretty easily. I would say my ex I got attached to easily, but over time I grew to, accept and appreciate that attachment. But then, graduation year came along and it was a mess. I think that really was the catalyst that changed me for the worse. It made me angry and bitter all the time. And I'm not joking. 6 months of job searching when you have a degree in physics and astronomy. Now, granted, it's not a PhD, it's just a bachelor's. But I figured having a quantitative background would open more doors. And it didn't. hundreds, if not maybe even close to 1,000+ applications, and nothing until, you know, I got that job, which, you know, paid really well. So full disclosure, the job that I got originally started me off at 82,000 a year, which was more than what I was asking for. I was asking for like 50, 55,000 coming out of college. Because that would be enough to pay my bills if I moved in with my, well, at the time, girlfriend. But when I came into work and figured out what I was going to do, I realized my degree was a waste of time because I wasn't even using it at all. You know, this is something that a high schooler could do. You know, maybe with like a course, you know, basic understanding of probability theory, but that's about it. So that just made me angry because I wasted time when I probably could have fixed and mended my relationships with my father, my stepfather, and step-grandmother. And maybe even had more time to spend with them, and not always being at school, and also work. And I could have also had more money saved up too, but, you know, granted, I wouldn't have been able to get the cushy job and save up even more. But anyway, I'm gonna make this video short because I need to finish breakfast, brush my teeth, and then walk up to work. You know, kind of getting tired of walking, but it's for about another week, because it's not gonna be this weekend, but next weekend, or we could probably get a car. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Probably gonna go to the gym after work, and then walk home, and then, you know, maybe make another video once I've showered. So, you know, hope your day goes well. I guess maybe if you're feeling down, try and do something for someone else. You know, you don't have to give it money away, but maybe a favor, maybe a chore. Anyway, that's it.